units. I wonder if we can just leave the city of Hellion and just take out these other units while I'm at it. Bam, in case. We'll take out these freaking units so that these units can't. Priest of Leaves. God, pain in the ass. Actually, I should be able to take them out with. Okay, maybe not with tigers, although. Actually, I suppose I could really. I could just sacrifice the tigers. There we go, and then this guy can take out the guy in this fort. Perfect. And then heal up. And same for this guy. Perfect. And there we go. Starting to rub out religions. Rival religions left and right. And thank God I can just spawn in new tigers as well, so they have it. Ah, damn, we still got a few guys remaining though. Cultists and all that. Yeah, should be right. I mean, he can just go down there at his current speed, so there we go. Should be just freaking dandy. And there we go. Hopefully Pressbull should be taken very soon as well. Wonder if now we can get him to capitulate. Doing fine. Oh my God. Oh, they're going to do fine right up until they get completely annihilated, it seems. And Berk still has a rival religion in it. Not really sure why. I thought I did send the guy there, but apparently not. Oh well. In case, let's see. Dendron. Well, actually, might be able to take it out. Maybe. Destroy the warrior, not bad. Okay, well, maybe I'll be able to take it out with what I have here. Yep, looks like I should be able to. And really, I can't just give that to my ally. Should I even give that to my ally? Actually, I think I will. Fuck it. Install new governor. Bam. And of course, we'll start up soon, I think. Because all the freaking fighting that occurred in that city, I'm sure. So, what was it called? Dendron. Well, then, time to give the freaking Lord Josaphat back their city. God, I can't believe how ridiculous they're letting all their cities fall. There we go, city of Dendron. Perfect. And I guess we'll. What the hell? Let's see if he'll actually get taken back. Bit of a ridiculous risk to take. That was. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I can gift. Oh, I managed to get a free archer. I can give that to my ally, actually. This will not accept the gift. Really? They won't accept a free archer for this city. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Oh, well, I guess we'll just leave them there. And finally, I might be able to take out Nubia, hopefully. Nubia. Oh, speaking of which, looks like my research is starting to take a toll on my finances, and Archer getting destroyed by an enemy Archer, really. Oh, there we go. We finally won a religious victory. God damn, that was ridiculous. The Empress has won a religious victory. Thank God for that. My God. Alright, well, let's have a look. So as you can see, this is where I started. These are the original Lord Josaphat, basically. Kalabim, Sheem, Clan of Embers, some barbarian states starting to pop up, or cities starting to pop up. Elohim starting to pop up and all that. And actually, how many? Oh wow, actually, oh, we still had over 100 turns before would have won most likely by a time victory. Not bad. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, different civilizations getting prominence at different times. The Cunids, the Krups certainly being pretty major, and yeah, quite a few things happening, as you can see. Score definitely varying a bit, but yeah, as you can see, I do finally start to take out the Lucrup and all that after struggling for a bit. A couple of my cities do trade hands a couple of times, which is kind of annoying, and yeah, I think I'll provide a bit of a summary though, and an epilogue, I suppose, as to what has happened to the remaining, well, to the surviving civilizations here. Because really, the amount of videos that I've done just for this particular playthrough, it's just incredible, the replayability of Civilization 4. Really, I mean, this is just a single match, you could say, and on a randomly generated map. I mean, I could do another match on the Oasis. It would be randomly generated again, and yeah, the experience would be different. Like, we'd have different things happening. Probably wouldn't have the curates and all that turning evil, for example. But incredible, just incredible time spent, as you can see. 19 hours of 3 minutes on this game, which is I think more than double than the time spent just on the single player well, just on the single player campaign, I suppose you could call it, of cryostasis. So let's have a look. Exit. Okay, we can view the demographics. As you can see, yeah, basically shooting up when it comes to power. Nobody could match me. Score, as you can see, shooting up, only matched by, I believe, the fellow Lolgisvar. Yep. Manufactured goods is probably through the roof. Come on, let me. Oh, for fuck's sake! Whoops. Well, whatever. It's good. And I'm in number one in basically every area except for approval rate, funnily enough, and life expectancy, as well as exports. And as for the top 5 cities, let's have a look. So that's my city there, Hippos. That's the capital city, then Ugarev, then the Shane, bizarrely enough, then Prespol for Caliban, and Nubia, which will be taken out soon enough, and there you have it. 14 cities built, 25 cities raised. So probably should count it more as an evil civilization than anything else, and there you go. Really, not quite the level of Cthulhu, but displaying the leadership abilities of Elric. Not entirely sure who the hell that is, but apparently Elric's not as good as Cloud, so apparently I'm not as good as freaking Cloud, whatever the hell that means. And they have it. Wins a religious victory. And what the hell is it? Huh, interesting. In any case, there we go. Got victory then for the Hall of Fame, and just one more turn. But they have it. We've won. Jesus Christ. But it was also coming close to winning various other victories as well, so just have a look. So domination, we had 80% of the world population under myself and Fessa, 41% of land area under myself and Fessa. Cultural, well actually Galvanholm was being a bit of a pain in the ass, but apart from that, still doing pretty good. Religious, yeah, 80%. Religious influence, and a couple of towers built, but nothing much really. We're getting close to getting the final Alto of the Lunar Tower. But there you go, as you can see, finally managed to win, so there you go. Hopefully you've been paying attention to all the videos. Actually, I think I'll save, although not really much points though. But yeah, hopefully you've watched all the videos that I posted for this particular playthrough. It's the first complete playthrough, it seems, except for that other one, but they had some bizarre statistics though. But the first recent complete playthrough that I had for Fall from Heaven 2. Up until now I was trying to play Magister mod, but it kept crashing. So yeah, I just couldn't finish the game with that, which kind of sucks. But there you go, managing to finally finish the game here as the Hippos. So there we go, I think I'll give a bit of a summary and... interesting. Anyway, a bit of a summary and I suppose an epilogue of what would most likely happen next for each civilization and for Erebus. Since really, I mean, we've gone this freaking far, 19 hours or however long spent on it, so why not? And also it'll test my story making skills, or story making on the fly skills. So there we go, we'll just start with the least and go to the most. So the Amorites, which rebelled from these Amorites that got to capitulate, they'll well, most likely just get taken out by just a patrol of my troops. The Clan of Embers, they were a bit of a pain in the ass. They mostly were warring with the Shame in the northwest, oh sorry, the northeast, for most of the match, not really making too many gains or losses between them, and they're finally getting conquered by the Hippos, eventually rising against the Hippos, but yeah, they'll very quickly get conquered by the Hippos army coming into the north there. And yeah, as for the Lolgisvar, ironically, these Lolgisvar here, the green ones, under the care of Melanchier, leadership of Melanchier, they were the original Lolgisvar to spawn at the bottom right of the map. And yeah, funnily enough, I almost did end up getting a permanent alliance for them, but I decided to instead go with the what had become well, the rebel Lolgisvar here. As you can see, the blue Lolgisvar actually rebelled initially from these Lolgisvar, rebelled from their rule, and as you can see, they've actually done a hell of a lot better than these loyalist Lolgisvar, which is kind of funny. As for the Calabim, they were mostly unnoticed by the Hippos, or by myself, for most of the game until, well, basically until I destroyed everyone else. But yeah, the Calabim would basically be very quickly scoured from Erebus, and yeah, vampires would eventually fade into legend. Maybe a couple would survive and prey on the citizens of other cities, but they would never again rise to become an actual civilization in Erebus. And as for the Elohim, under the leadership of Thessalonica, they actually also rebelled from... yeah, they were an offshoot Elohim from the other Elohim further in the west, which were under the leadership of Enion Logos, but instead Thessalonica disagreed with their leadership and rebelled, and ended up declaring war with them at one point. They capitulated relatively quickly. After a protracted struggle, they because they cast that sanctuary spell, which basically stops enemy units from entering their borders, so managed to get them to capitulate, and actually offered to capitulate, or rather they offered to completely give their cities and units over to the Hippos, but they actually refused. And as you can see, they haven't done too bad for themselves, really managing to expand to a few places. As you can see, they do have a bit of hell terrain to worry about, but doing a good job expanding. A shame in the northeast, mostly ignored as well, pretty much by everyone really, except for the Clan of Embers, which was to their west. They basically warred with the Clan of Embers for, as far as I can tell, almost all of the game really, and eventually they did capitulate to the Hippos. However, they do still have some chaotic worship in their lands, but just, well, I suppose if we were to make an epilogue of that, basically, their chaotic worship would eventually be scoured from the lands by the Druids, sent forth by the Hippos, and shame, although still evil, would at least give lip service to the worship of Fellowship of Leaves. As for the Amorites, as you can see, they're actually neutral, and they also worship the Fellowship of Leaves. These ones down here, they started out in the southwestern quadrant of the map. They declared war on the Elohim a few times. They declared war on me a few times. They did quite a bit of damage, actually, because I was also in the midst of several other wars, but eventually the Hippos managed to win out, and basically destroyed, initially captured their cities to create a puppet state. The puppet state ended up rebelling, and as a result, the Hippos, because they wanted the Amorites back under their wing, basically just captured, or rather raised a few cities of the Amorites until eventually they capitulated entirely. And as you can see, they still get to practice their magic, but as you can see, they're definitely never going to rise into prominence on Erebus either. They've basically been stuck at the southwestern corner of Erebus. As for the curates, though, they've certainly done incredibly well compared to the other capitulated civilizations. They used to be incredibly prestigious from the beginning of the game, and they eventually did declare war on the Enion Logos of the Elohim. After turning evil, they actually founded the Ashen Veil religion, which they, as you can see, continue to worship. So they would basically continue thriving in Erebus under the wing of the Hippos and the Logosphère. However, the worship of chaos would basically create a bit of friction between themselves and the Hippos and Logosphère. The Logosphère here, I talked about them a bit before. They started off as a rebellious civilization. They rebelled from the rule of the Logosphère under the leadership of Melantia, and they haven't looked back. They've basically benefited immensely from their partnership with the Hippos, both of them joining in the same religion, the Fellowship of the Leaves, and they helping spread some trees around Erebus, as you can see, as much as possible, spreading new forest and all that. But or even getting much help from the Hippos helping them with taking out these southern cities once Melantia once again declared war on them. But Melantia, as you can see, they'll eventually get taken out by my armies anyway, and these rebel Logosphère basically enjoying the friendship that they have with the humans, and normally a very reclusive race, the elves, basically reaching out to the Hippos, as Hippos has got the holy, they've got the holy building, holy city of the religion as well. And that, of course, brings us to the Hippos. So we'll just talk about them as a civilization. They started out actually under the leadership of who exactly? Tsunke, so aggressive raiders, Horseplay. Okay, so they started out under the leadership of Tsunke, and the end of the Age of Ice certainly marked quite a turning point for them. They started to expand, and they also largely abandoned the use of mounted units until much later on in the game, when they started getting a few knights here and there, but they mostly became a bit more of a standard military power in Erebus. They had some trouble with the Curates declaring war on them, the Lucrum declaring war on them, but they managed to trounce them, managing to completely wipe out the Dwarves once and for all, and having the Curates under their wing. They also succeeded in enforcing the Compact, managing to drive out both angels and demons alike, both from Erebus, and ensuring that Erebus remains in the hands of mortals and not in various divine or sacrilegious beings, I suppose you could say. So the Hippos, they find themselves pretty much the lords, and along with the Lord Josphar of Erebus, having a nice big empire under their wing. Although, as you can see, their citizenry is very, very weary of war, though. So after their various wars of conquest, after they finished the Kalabim and the Lord Josphar and the freaking Clan of Embers, the military mostly returns to, back to their home cities and all that in order for some much needed rest, occasionally deploying in order to put down the occasional rebellion or barbarian units that ventures into civilized lands. But overall the Hippos managed to prosper, although I suppose you could say represented by the continual rebellions we have in the fringes of the Hippos territories. We could say that many of their citizenry question their leadership, as the Hippos' path to power has basically ended up with much bloodshed, both of Hippos soldiers, enemy soldiers, and many civilians of rival civilizations that have either been killed or have been displaced in the wars of conquest of the Hippos, especially when they raise their cities and all that. So many question the Hippos' leadership, and there's a couple of rebellions within Hippos territory, but they're pretty swiftly put down by the massive military of Hippos. So there you have it. Pretty good summary, if I do say so, and a nice little epilogue of what would most likely happen next. I guess we'll talk about Erebus maybe in general. I suppose you could say Chaos Worship would still take place, especially in the lands of the Curates, in their Land of Fire. Will always be a bit of a source of contention between themselves and the ruling empire, and some barbarians would spawn here and there. Hell terrain has scoured much of Erebus, turning it into a bit of a fiery wasteland, but apart from that, things aren't going too badly, or other things won't look too bad in the future once all that terrain is sanctified. But I still have to worry about chaos worship taking place in the fringes of the empire. But apart from that, not too shabby. A bit of a mouthful there. So I hope you've enjoyed that epilogue. Let me know what you think of these videos thus far, and I'll be going on to most likely a different mod for Civilization 4. So I've got a few of them, and there's definitely crap loads of replayability just even for this particular mod. You'll almost certainly not see me playing vanilla Civilization 4, as the mods just add so much more, really. Even just the mods that just build up in Civilization 4, they just build up on the AI so much, and all that's just incredible, really. I wish the developers made the original game as good as some of the mods that we see, but what can you do? Hell of a match, and might even think about playing on higher difficulties, or playing with slightly more challenging settings for future games, whether for this mod or for other mods, but we'll see what happens. So, until next time, this has been Dame Dudvich signing off.